Good morning, community. How are you? Good afternoon. How you doing, New York? How you doing, Detroit? How you doing, Atlanta? How you doing, Chicago? There's a lot going on these days, right? I'm just gonna hop on for a moment. I actually have an appointment today. I'm gonna do something with my hair, and you know what? I think I'll start there. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. Yesterday, a woman said she was so sweet. She said, "I don't let it in my heart, but I don't know what to do." And my only question, because I have to run into an appointment right now, is are you willing to be interested? Are you willing to be interested? Are you willing to be interested in what's happening to other people that don't look like you? Are you willing to understand what's happening to black citizens? Are you willing to do some of your own research? If you're an average American, white American citizen, you probably go home and come home and you look at TV and you believe whatever you hear on TV. And that makes me want to cry. Hi, Arnessa. And if you believe everything you hear on TV, then everything on TV is slanted against us. You have to be willing to ask yourself, am I interested in knowing what people are going through? There's plenty of material you can scour through. I'll put a test on here later if you want to look for your biases. When you hear about black men, what do you think? When you see a black man, what do you think? When you see black women, what do you think? I mean, for us, it's really simple. I have my hat on, but you've seen me before. This is my natural hair. We have a lot of options when it comes to hair, right? We can do whatever we want. This is my natural hair. White America, do you realize that we had to pass legislature to wear our hair? So when you say you won't let it in your heart, and I believe that, what can you do? Become interested in what's happening to us, to our children, to our girls, to us as women. Do you know how long black women have been going to corporate America with straight pressed hair because America would only accept them as that? Do you know how many times on TV black women have been wearing wigs and additional hair to be straight because that's what America wanted in order to be accepted? Who else walks around this planet having to act like there's something else because the majority of the people here are uncomfortable with who we are? So that should let you know right there the fact that a law has to be passed for it to be okay to go into corporate America with locks. Now, I know my people. I know we come in with red hair, blue hair, and green hair sometimes, all kind of color hair. But in corporate America, we don't. So it's really about, are you willing to be interested in what other people are going through? Because what Jane Elliott said was, she said, are you willing to step into the treatment that the black citizens in this country are receiving? And if you can say no, then that means you at least know about it. Now, you'll have to do the research. We can't educate you because we take the time to educate you. We got to constantly keep looking around for ourselves and make sure we're safe and what we're doing is okay. So I'll put some tests down here. Look for your biases. Look for how you, when you look at the news, look at what you say. Look at what you think when you're looking at the news. Look at what happens when you're in places and you go to stores and different things like that. Notice in your communities. Look at the history. I mean, we're talking about the same thing that Martin Luther King talked about. This is a 400-year-old conversation. America has had its knee on the neck of black citizens since we arrived and has not let up. Our schools are run down. They don't have the health care, don't have access to medical services, don't have the jobs. And then it's like people are down and you want to kick them even more and say, oh, they're not any good, they're this, they're that. Black people are some of the hardest working people on this planet. They were until gentrification shifted and changed everything. So I appreciate the fact that you don't know where to do. And I understand that you don't because America has not taught you that. You don't know that black history isn't written anywhere. You don't know that all of the inventions and so many of the inventions that this country stands on were created by black folks. You don't know that because why? They don't put it in history books. Why? Because they don't want you to know our value. So if you are willing to be interested in what's happening to black lives, you'll understand why we say Black Lives Matter. Because so far what the media shows you is that it doesn't matter. And they give you reason and justification to kill us. Oh, they're doing this. They're robbing. They're stealing. They're looting. They're walking down the street with hair that looks in different colors. Shoot them. So I asked you, we all have access. Just go on the internet and put in anti-racism. Take some of the bias tests. Read some of the materials to see what they're saying. Ask questions within you. See, I can't give you. You got to go inside of you. If you get in an elevator, it's you and a black man in an elevator, how are you going to feel? If you're walking down the street at nighttime and a black man's coming toward you or a woman's coming with her 2 children, how are you going to feel? Ask yourself those questions. I just saw this morning, and I do have to go, where a New York socialite in Upper West Side, I guess, called the police on a black woman sitting on the bench. Do they call police on you, white lady, while you're sitting on the bench, or white man? She's just sitting there enjoying it. She calls the police and says, the black woman is bothering me. Then she didn't get a response. She called back again and said, a black woman and threatening me. She kept calling, but no one would respond. So that's what America has taught you. You can call on us anytime you want to, and there'll be a response that's usually going to be against us. Just open your eyes. Stop looking at the news. It's not telling you the truth. Go do some research. Look up anti-racism. Look up biases. And that would help you have a little bit more clarity about what's going on. In the end, those of us at this point feel like if you're being silenced, then you're part of what's happening on this planet. And right now, many of us are just fighting with the police. We live in a military country, but we won't say that. They just do whatever they want without any recourse. Now, I'm going to come back on later and give you some possibilities of, you could write letters. You could be writing to the people who make the decisions, but I'm going to let you know, because it's at different levels, that you want to be writing to people to let them know what your concerns are. So I'll let you know. If you have money, you can do donations. If you want to make some personal changes and shifts for yourself, I'm sure there are classes that you can take. Between my earbuds, between the glasses, between my water. I'm sure there are classes that you can take, that you can look online. I know there are books that you can read, that I'm sure I can give you some of those as well. Guess I have everything. Where does she live? But it's going to be on you. And the reason why it's on you, because when you do the work to find out what it is, then you'll be more concerned about it. You'll be more connected to it, and it'll have greater value to you. But I'll be back. Have a great day. I'll give you some resources to consider as you start up on your journey. But be interested. Go to the marches. Go walk. I guess we're forgetting about 6 feet apart because we just want to make sure everybody's alive. Okay, that's the wrong direction. So go to the marches. Go listen to what people are saying. Go talk to people at the marches. Get out of this notion where you're in so much fear by what the news has said to you about us. That's not true. And go find out for yourself. Have a good day. I've got an appointment this morning, and I'll touch base with you later, okay? But get out. This is everybody. I think it's in divine order that people are off from work, kids are out of school. You can go to the marches now. You can be involved. You can be active. So take advantage of it. Have a great day.